how to deal with bedhead. Bedhead? Headbed? Bed hair? This is how I wake up most mornings. Could you imagine how annoying this is? Now, once upon a time, when my hair was shorter, I had this really cool system. I'm going to show you right now. It was that. If you can see, it doesn't quite work that way. Even I still try and tuck my hair under there, and it just looks really scruffy. It's really annoying. So I'm going to show you what I currently do instead. And a lot of the time, I actually use these as well, Alice bands, to just pin my hair back. Obviously, you know, if I'm washing my face in the morning or if I'm brushing my teeth, but as you can see, it still just doesn't look so great. If I am up in the morning and I need to leave the house, I'm just going to show you a really simple little routine that I do in order to make my hair look half decent. First of all, I'm just going to brush my hair with this detangling brush. I actually nicked this from my missus, so she doesn't know I'm using it. So when she sees this video, she's probably going to be quite annoyed. But I find it's really good because my hair is so long now and thick. If I try to use, let's say, this normal brush, it just gets stuck and I feel like I'm absolutely pulling my hair out. So it's going to get rid of any kind of lugs or anything like that in it. Lovely. So even then now, look, here's a tip. If you want to get your hair to look better, just bloody brush it, guys. But yeah, that's cool. But because of the way my hair is, if I bent down and stuff, it's still got a lot of volume. So what I'm going to do next is going to help me prevent that. Next, very simple, we're going to wet my hair. I've got this little water bottle here. I use it all the time, but instead of just spraying it on top of my hair here, which is going to essentially wet the roots in the beginning, I lean over and then wet my hair as much as I can. So essentially I want to wet it from the roots all the way to the end, not just wet half of it and then half of it still be dry. So then when it does dry later, it's not going to quite sit right. So I'll lean over and just wet the hell out of it. But also, here's a tip, maybe like put a towel over your shoulders or something, because I get covered in water when I do this. Okay, my hair's nice and wet now, and I'm going to use, people call it a pre-styler. This one has some oils mixed in it, so it helps keep your hair hydrated, but also gives it that little bit of texture and volume. Now, instead of just spraying it all over my head like that, which is what I used to do, I'm going to spray it into my hand. The reason I do this is because I can then work it through my hair nice and evenly, but also I'm not losing the product by spraying it everywhere and it's going all over my shoulders, all over the environment around me, etc. Which means that in the long run, the product's probably actually going to last me a little bit longer. So yeah, there's a little tip for you guys. If you do use a sea salt spray or something like that, spray it into your hands, work it through your hands, and then you can get it where you want in your hair. So it's a great little thing that I started doing. I actually got taught that by my hairdresser when I bought that off him last time when my hairdresser actually taught me that little tip. So I'm passing it on to you. Hopefully it helps somebody. Right, so on to the next stage. I'm not going to hair dry my hair today. I've got quite a bit of time. I'm going to leave it to air dry. I'm going to put a little bit of dry matte clay into my hair. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. I'm going to work it through the back, then work it through the top, and then I'll probably chuck the Alice band on so my hair doesn't get in my face. When it gets a little bit dry later, I can take that off and style it as I wish. So I'm going to work it into the back of my hair again. I want the product to be dispersed nice and evenly. I don't just want it to sit on the top of my hair. I want to be able to have some control and some hold throughout. So I'm just going to leave my hair to air dry today as well, because I don't have any major plans. I'm not in a rush today. I'm going to be at home editing, shooting content, etc. So I have the ability to wait. Patience is on my side. So if I want to later, I'm not going to go for this look. I can have my hair completely slicked back. It's what I do in a lot of my Get Ready With Me videos. You'll notice I'll have the Alice band in, my hair will be back. Sometimes I will start the video with my hair kind of like this, a little bit wet, but generally speaking, I keep the band in. And then if I decide that I'm going out later, and maybe I'm going for something to eat or something, and I want to do a nice 80 to 20 parting, I have the ability to work my hair throughout the day. The control clay and the sea salt spray that's in there is going to give me a little bit of texture, a little bit of volume, and it's just going to allow me to work my hair as I go throughout the day. I don't ever try to have a style that's set in stone that looks like if the wind blows it's not going to move, because my hair's getting longer, I'm having to accept that my hair is constantly going to move throughout the day, and my style kind of develops as the day goes on, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is just a little routine I do each and every morning to get my hair from looking like this to like this, ready for my day. I can now go and do some editing on my laptop. I could go to the shops if I wanted to, and I wouldn't feel like an absolute yeti. If you made it this far, guys, thank you very much for watching. Do make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below letting me know what it is you do with your hair each and every day. Do you have some tips for me? I'm always open to a little bit of advice. I do appreciate everybody that watches. Hopefully I will see you on my next one.